Oh no, I wonder what's going to happen. Is the guy gonna choose the person he just met? Or the kids he's been fighting for his entire life? Let's find out. What's up, guys? I'm Pencil here, and we're going to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 175 of Sakamoto, which is known as Sakamoto. I have no idea. It's actually known as Karma. And, you know, if y'all want me to go retroactively review 174, I'm perfectly fine with that. I ended up having to quickly glance through the chapter so I could get this review done, and, like, I'm not shocked. Let's just say I'm not shocked by either of their actions in that chapter, but I'm more than willing to go back and retroactively review that if you want to. I just want to cover this one because it's itching and scratching, and I know if I waited any longer, I was going to look at it. Like I was going to, I know what's going to happen. I know, I feel like everyone knows what's going to happen. Because, there's a flashback. But, I'm interested to see how it happens. So, I had to hop in live, react to it real quick. So, let's not waste any more time, and let's hop right into it. Heading me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do happen to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact. I was looking through the comments of my last Sakamoto Days review, the 173 review. A lot of y'all are crazy. What? Some of y'all did get me when y'all were just like, no, Pencil, you're the straight selfer. And I get that. I understand. That would not be the first time I've been told that. It'll not be the last time I've been told that. You can probably tell by a lot of my previous opinions on other situations similar to this that have happened in other manga reviewed on the channel, if you've been on the channel for a while, that yeah, I'm looking out for number one. But some of the reasonings y'all gave, I like adventure. I do the exact same thing. Adventure ain't worth it. Though I will admit there's one big correction that a lot of y'all pointed out. And I'm going to take it, even though we don't know if it was in place at this time, because we know the JA has changed drastically over the time that Asaki actually became chairman. But the thing that a lot of people point out, and presumably considering this is the old variation of the JA, it's very likely that this scenario is true, and thusly I will give Rion some bit of a pass, because I didn't consider it. Obviously, while Kei's family, or Asaki clearly couldn't care about harming civilians, or at least people who were civilians and then were indoctrinated into the assassin world. It is true that civilians are off limits from the JAA. Typically. Notably, it's only, ironically enough, Slur's group that disregards civilian lives whenever they're fighting. Typically, every other, even the Order members we've seen, from Hyo to Shishiba, typically don't necessarily like messing around with civilians. Even Osanagi, of all characters, is very particular to not really harm civilians unless they actually end up in the direct way of combat, which is typically the fault of their opponent. So, if that's the case still multiple years after Asaki's been chairman, it's very likely that Rion would not have to worry about Akira. Why am I saying Akira? Is it just Akira? No one corrected me on that. I need to double check that. Is it Akira or Akira? There's no anime for this yet. It's in production. Well, we'll see. My brain keeps saying Akira, which I don't think is correct. I feel like it's Akira, because Akira Toriyama. But, regardless, that is true. Rion chose to live this life fully free of her own due to her own volition, and her niece should be fine. And the parent of her niece should also be fine. So yeah, that's not a valid critique, but still, regardless, even with that being the case, I still would not have done this. For absolutely no reason. Dog, what? I don't know. I'm not abandoning everything I know and love and have worked for some guy I just met who gave me a sob story. I'm just because that's all Suzuki did. He just gave us a sob story, and he hesitated. Oh wow, ooh, I don't care. Oh, but fun fact, I do happen to have it on me. I keep it on me at all times, and of course, in the chapters where they end up being worthy. But enough. I mean, yapping for 4 minutes. Let's actually hop into the chapter itself. I want you to get rid of a certain skilled assassin. Complete that mission, and I promise to free your friends at Alkmaar. And that maybe ended up being... I mean, technically, notably, the Alkmaar kids were free, but I'm not sure if that was because of Asaki. I highly doubt it was because of Asaki. I'm assuming Uzuki just went back and went crazy. Let's see. The target will pass through here at around... Oh, so Rion's latest job that she got hired on. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because once again, right... It was already well known that the trio of Nagumo, Sakamoto, and Rion was going to be something big. Any of them individually were already known to be, monsters in their own right. Sakamoto, obviously, the peak of that group. Akira, the clear second. And Nagumo, while the third is still undeniably powerful, there's a reason he was running around with that duo, if you could even call it a duo. So it would make sense that the JA would know, especially someone as high as Asaki, would know where some of the most skilled talent that was upcoming in their organization would be. And thusly setting them up like this, it's a big brain move, Asaki. It's a big brain move. I respect it. Let's see. The target will pass around here at 5 a.m. Will I be able to slaughter them? I have to. I can't always just protect myself. I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess. Once again, and you know, and here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Note how in all the last review, and even in the early part of this review, I'm not necessarily mad or disappointed or angry with Uzuki. No. Not at all. Once again, you're looking at a guy who always believes, I believe in the airplane method. And if you don't know what the airplane method is, you need to help yourself before you can help others. When those masks fall down because there's air pressure going, even parents and their children, the airport or the airplane and the attendant specifically tell you, hey, make sure you help yourself first before you go to help somebody else. Because if you try to help somebody else, you may fail at helping them and not be unable to help yourself. So I'm not mad at Uzuki. Uzuki did the right thing. He took a free asset and decided to throw his whole life away. He ain't doing nothing wrong. And even with what he's about to go through, for the conditions that he was given, and the fact that he knows if he says no, the people he genuinely does care about, which he may have started to care about Rion based on their little time interacting with each other, but I mean, not that deep. Yeah, I do the exact same thing in his shoes. In his shoes. My main point from last review is that Rion's shoes, no. Never. No reason. No reason. But let's see. I can't always just protect myself. Hey, why are we going this way? This isn't part of the plan. CEO's orders. Never mind the route. Your job is to take out any attackers. If only you knew, Rion. But you know what? Once again, I'm just gonna chalk this up to Rion not being like, wouldn't you, like, I guess because she's still technically like a teenager or a very young adult, but wouldn't you smell a setup? Like, notably, I'd be, like, if I was Rion, I'd be paranoid to take any jobs. I get it, you gotta make money, you gotta be able to live, because that was the big point of the last chapter. They were running low on funds. That's why Rion kept going out and, like there's a pretty big reason she was doing that. But, I don't know. It doesn't seem like something that's worth, like, especially if things like this are happening, considering we know that characters in Sakamoto Days of Rion's tier, higher and even slightly lower, are able to just dip. Like, in this moment, the moment this guy started changing up the plan, going down a different route, I'm out the door, and I'm leaving. But Rion's gonna stay, because, you know, we gotta get that plot moving forward. And plus, this is Rion's character. She would take the risk. Oh, wait, never mind. I see, stop the car. Stop the car. Something's not right. Blam, what was that? Well, I think Uzuki do got that. Is that thing on you? Uzuki, is that thing on you? I don't know if you got that thing on you, though. But, okay, so she did have a success. Way too late, though. Like, I don't know. And see, that's the shock horror. The guy who reviews anime and manga on YouTube could not be one of those people. Yeah, I could never be an assassin or any high risk line of work for any reason, because I'd be way too paranoid. Like, I don't know. I overthink stuff a bunch. Shock. Have you seen my channel? Like I overthink stuff a whole bunch, so I could never be in that kind of high risk work because my brain would just always be on 12. I would not sleep. I'd be too paranoid. But at least Rion, something clicked. Maybe it'll end up being too late. It ended up being too late. She's getting got by Uzuki. Let's see. Something's not right. Bang! Oh, darn. What kind of high power? Oh, yes, because it popped the tire. They blew out our tire! Oh, wait. They blew out our tire! You take the client and get out of here. I'll hold the enemy back. They're fast. I'm shocked she doesn't reckon. Well, then again, he's probably wearing different clothes. But, like, and once again, that's the thing. They haven't really spent too much time together. Like, notably, I'm trying to think. And no. Actually, I can't blame her for that. Even though, like, technically she does have much better perception than literally, like, 99.9% of the verse. If one of my homies, even my best homie who I've known for pretty much my entire life, if he were to, like, dress up, completely hide his face in a completely different fit and start doing things against me, unintentional, whoa, Paul, but, like, if they were just, like, start randomly attacking me, I wouldn't think immediately. Like, in fact, there probably would be, like, a mental disconnect where, like, okay, I may have seen people of this build before, but it couldn't be my homie. So that probably would catch me off guard, too. Rion, that's a reasonable reaction. They're fast. So wait, did he, like, did he have a splagooter on him, or did he legit, like, throw a rock that hard? How did he do that? Let's see. Darn, kicked her straight through a building. Like, that's the thing that blows me away. Like, I'm not sure But I swear, being kicked through a brick wall should hurt way more than a bullet. Like am I crazy? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Someone calc that. What's more dangerous? A human being getting thrown through a brick wall, or a single spagooter shot? Like, I don't, me personally, I would think the brick wall would be more dangerous. That's the thing. Whenever, like, spagooters, what are talked about as normal spagooters, who knows, maybe Sakamoto Days spagooters are way more advanced than ours, and they move way faster. But, like, whenever normal spagooters are getting, like, introduced or reintroduced, or anything in a verse that has, like, anything above wall level durability, I'm like, how effective are they? like really, like, these characters of this caliber, higher and even some lower, are able to take so much physical punishment, like getting slammed through floors, thrown through buildings, having buildings collapse on top of them. Some of them have face tanked explosions, I think. Maybe they only dodge grenades. I'm trying to think of someone that's like face tank. I think I may be getting confused with Odin from One Piece. Because like the scene from One Piece, from that anime episode that I haven't watched but I saw the clip from, it's playing on repeat in my head, but for some reason I have an image of, like, Sakamoto face taking an explosion. I'm not sure if that's a thing. But still, with half the punishment these characters take, it's a wonder that Spagooters are still effective against them. But I guess maybe it's, like, the narrow point of entry and the speed it does. But even then, we know characters in Sakamoto Days are way faster than bullets. Let's see. What is this? The chain blade. Yep. That'll remind you. Wait a minute. I've seen that weapon somewhere. Somewhere! How many, like, I'm not even sure what you would call, I call it a chain blade, but I'm not sure if that's actually a thing. Like, but like, how many people are you seeing that doesn't immediately click to you? Like, how common? Like, notably, this, as far as I know, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, this is a Roman gladius, right? Like, I get it. There are many of these. This one is mine, and I love it for that. But there are many of these. If you saw some wilderness, you probably wouldn't ask too many questions. You'd probably be used to seeing this one multiple times. A regular, like, this is, I forget, I think this is specific reference to something, but for all intents and purposes, this is a regular katana. You see someone wielding a katana, and it's obviously it's not going to be an indicator. But how many people are running around in the Sakamoto Days universe with whole chain blades, bro? Because in the 175 chapter run of this manga, I swear Uzuki's been the only one. But let's see. I've seen that weapon before. Oh, she duffed him across the face. Mean kick. Oh, darn. Kicked so hard, she tore his clothes. Okay. Oh, it's that moment of hesitation that's going to get her. Let me guess, he's going to immediately plunge through. Weave. Boom. Kick. Okay. Oh, that's it? Yo, we barely 4 pages in. Yo. How many pages are... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dog. We 6 pages in. Rion, you're trash. And I'm kidding. You're not trash. But Rion, what? I get it. Moment's hesitation. But, like, dog. You fumbled the back. Once again, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some way to phrase it that doesn't sound like jaded as possible. Because, like, the weird thing is, you can, like, I'm not a jaded individual. I am a hopeful individual. I believe in the best for humanity, and I believe we have a whole bunch of potential for good inside of us. We're great people. But, like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. If I met someone, I forget how long it's been. I think it's been, like, a few weeks or a few months, maybe, in universe. Like, I'm trying to think of someone I met a few months ago. I don't even think of someone I met a year ago. If I suddenly realized I was fighting them for my life, I think if I were to suddenly kick their mask off and see, oh, that's them, I think I'd be a bit but then again, all it takes is a second. And you know what? Never mind. I was about to gear up and be like, Rion, how could you fumble the bag? All it was a second. Like, notably, Uzuki, despite getting kicked, he never stopped moving. And he couldn't tell. So there was no reason for him to hesitate. And in a battle like this, all it takes is half a second. Especially at the speed these characters fight at. So never mind. It makes perfect sense. I was about to go bonkers, but no. Like that is the most logistical reaction a person would have to seeing someone who they betrayed and destroyed their entire original life for coming to execute them. Yeah. Yeah, I was about to crash out. But realistically, it makes perfect sense in the universe. So let's see how Uzuki reacts. It looks like he realized. Nani? This super highly skilled individual I've been working with. Oh no, I wonder who my brother could send to get rid of. I just wonder who this incredibly skilled and dangerous person could be. It couldn't be the person who I am, as an actual factual, known to be on the run with right now. Nani daisuke no. So once again, I'm just like, I knew it was Digi-destined, but let's see. Draw. Is she really but I guess, once again, Uzuki's a trained what? He probably went straight for the heart. That's probably it. But like, darn, Rion. Does she have a single dub to her name? Yes. That one random assassin guy. Like, she's hyped up a bunch, but man, like, is that crazy to say? Loki 4? No, I'm kidding. But, because he's clearly implied to be on Nagamo and Sakamoto's level, if not above Nagamo's level and slightly below Sakamoto's level. So, like, it makes sense, but Daiji, at the end, she was only human. Let's see. Rion! Why are you here? Why do you think? Let's see. Not bad for an emo loser. No! Rion! Why? Why? Sorry. Okay. I wanted to protect you all. So that kind people could stay kind. Alright. Darn. I mean, like, what? That's the thing, though. It's not really Rion. Any further depth Rion gets to her character is gonna have to be from either Akira flashbacks, and that's it. Unless because we can't. She's gone now already. We only got about 3 chapters with her, but that is a noble motivation. Let me give Rion one thing. Even though she slaughtered those perfectly innocent people for no reason, but even in spite of slaughtering them all, one thing I will admit, she definitely was an idealistic person. An idealistic person who had faith in the possibility of other people. And that's respectable. No matter what, no matter how I feel about her choices and whether or not I would have made the same ones, her ideology, it makes sense. And you can tell that she very much did genuinely care for Uzuki despite barely knowing him. Genuinely cared for her niece despite having literal, 2 on-panel interactions with her. Like, this character is one that it makes sense that despite having minimal screen time, she would have massive repercussions on every single major character. Whether it be Rion, whether it be Sakamoto, whether it be Nagamo. No, well, this is Rion. Whether it be Akira, whether it be Sakamoto, whether it be Nagamo. It makes sense that her existence acts as a sort of crutch nexus point. Uzuki, obviously. How did I forget the main guy who's here right now? But all 4 of those super important characters are a titular character, one of our deuteragonists. I'd say Nagamo's basically deuteragonist potential at this point. It's him and Shin, basically. Poor Izuki. But, like, our main character, one of our deuteragonists, and honestly, kind of like a tertiary protagonist in a weird roundabout way, even though I know technically she's playing an antagonist role right now. I'd basically say, like let's be real. I'd assume that if we were to argue something, it would be that Akira is like a tertiary protagonist in her own way, doing her own thing, following her own path. But with that being the case, it makes perfect sense just because of where she's placed and how her character has been established. I'll give Suzuki Sensei that. The way they executed this character makes this end make perfect sense. Someone with extreme potential, perfect vision. Who knows what they could have accomplished if they lived slightly differently. But the way the character's been established, how they were executed, ultimately makes sense for how they are executed. So, nice work, Suzuki Sensei. But let's see. So this is interesting. This will be the first time we see him well, actually, no. This will be the second time we see him copy somebody live. Because the first time he did it was when... The first time we see him do it is explicitly when everyone around him fell. Haruma was on the ground, Gaku was on the ground, he didn't know where Kumanomi was, he thought he was alone, he was about to perish against Sakamoto. That activated a counter-response, which led to him absorbing Sakamoto's personality and overwhelming him. But I guess this will confirm on whether or not the trigger is just extreme loss or trauma of some sort, and then what it will cause, and like what is the immediate reaction to the copy of Rion. Because with the Sakamoto personality, it seemed to just like kind of get suppressed initially. Because, like, notably, once again, the biggest thing that's weird about the end of the museum arc to me is, like, despite Sakamoto clearly being the one mostly in control, based on the mannerisms, the muttering, and all that, it's clear that it still had Uzuki's base mindset, or at least base ideals, to a degree, because it didn't attack Sakamoto and Nagamo. So it wasn't purely Sakamoto. So I'm wondering what the immediate result of the fusion or the awakening of the copy of Rion will do. Let's see. You have no right to be sad. Your own foolish... Wait! How did you... My brain was like, oh, Saki's here. But wait, Saki's... Wait! So bro was like, he really said, I figured you wouldn't get the job done, so I had to show up myself to make sure you did, little bro. It looks like you could. Congratulations. You have no right to be sad. Your own foolish choices led you here. Don't go wishing for peace and happiness now. You'll never escape this world. And ironically enough, he's right. Like, how long has it been? It's been, what, 10 plus years since this point in time? He never did. He only drove himself further into it. He's working on escaping it, though. Let's see. Trauma, big old blank eyes. Oh. Oh, wait, is this the same spot? Did he just not leave? Okay, now I'm extra confused. Wait, hold on. Oh, so is this all in the same moment? Is it like, or like, I think this is meant to indicate how much time passed? I was supposed to follow Rion to the grave. Holy, Prime Sakamoto, man, he's just so clean with it. Oh, he's so clean with it. Oh. If there's one character I'll never apologize for glazing, it's Prime Sakamoto. Slimoto, whatever you want to call him, I will never apologize for glazing him. Oh, he's so... Honestly, in terms of just straight cool factor, out of all the manga I review, let me think. I'm thinking Percival. I'm thinking Midoriya. I'm thinking Boruto. Boruto's good competition recently. Asta. Who am I thinking of? I'm missing one. Itadori. I think legitimately Sakamoto, he just has this level of swagger about him. Swagger with a capital double G. Yes, that means the swag in is lowercase. But the swagger with a capital double G, bro. Look at him. But let's see. That was supposed to be my fate. Yeah, but then you told him not to shoot you in the head. And you let him shoot you in the chest. But your body's built weird, bro. Just dumb behind body. Ah, okay. Situs inversus is a rare condition in which the major organs are in an inverse side of the body. Is that a thing? Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up right now. Let me run to the Google. Hold on, let me see. Is that a thing? Is that actually, like, once again, talk about the thing I like, and also kind of low-key dislike about Sakamoto it dances, like, it brings up things that are real to a certain degree, but, like, nope, it's a thing. Yeah, situs inversus is a congenital condition in which major visceral organs are reversed or mirrored from their own positions. Wow, okay. So that is a genuine, that's a real life thing. Okay. Is a rare condition in which the major organs are on the inverse side of the body. Only 1 in 10,000 people. Oh! Only 1 in 10,000 to 20,000 people have it. That's a decent sized amount. Like, once again, there are, what, 7, nearly 8 billion people alive right now? So, for 1 in 10,000, well, let's do some quick math. 8 billion divided by 10,000. So about 800,000 people, or 400,000 people have it. Okay, so that's not even a million, but still, darn. What should have been a fatal bullet wound miraculously missed my organs. So I didn't die. Oh my! He's got that juice on him. Whoa! Look at that dude. He's dripping for real. So, I guess because he was so focused on getting the ball, it is still crazy to me that Sakamoto didn't KC. Like, Is that not order protocol, bro? Like, you didn't KC? Like, I don't know. I would have stayed. Mainly because I'd be, once again, it goes back to my own idea. I'd be paranoid. Like, clearly this guy's escaped things numerous times. Death being one of them. So, like, I wouldn't have even honored his request. Because, no, not even that. He didn't KC. He legit hit him in the heart so Uzuki could see the sky. I remember that part of Sakamoto's past arc. So, like, that Sakamoto, that was just a genuine fumble from the strongest assassin in history. That's crazy. Let's see. Oh, man, bro, it's dripping. Oh, you need to get that cleaned up, buddy. Scary. That must hurt. Wouldn't want to be him. Someone should help him. Don't look. It's not my problem. The assassin world and the regular world aren't that different. Nobody reached out to me. Apart from Rion. Okay. Now here... This reminds me of something. Having another popular anime manga that is also a new gen that has been out for a while now, so I feel like I could spoil it, but I'm not going to. But I feel like a lot of people know what my brain immediately leads to with something like this. Dog! Is that... I guess maybe like calling a hospital. But like, if you saw that, what do you do? I'm not asking nothing. Maybe that's just me being selfish again. But dog, I'm not asking no questions. What do you mean? What am I supposed to do? Walk up to you and be like, hey pal, see you got a whole trail of blood behind you. And you also have a hole in your chest. It looks like you're bleeding from your mouth. My name's Pencil. How can I help you? I'm not doing that! What? Like, I'm not crazy, dog. I can't. I simply could not. My apologies. It is simply not my prerogative. I would not be assisting Broski. But I guess he figured, oh, that's bad. No one reached out to me. Dog, you look like a threat. Okay, that's crazy. See, I wouldn't take a picture. I would legit... The moment, like, if I caught it out of my peripheral vision, I'm turning around. I don't care if I'm walking to work. I'm turning around. I'll find another street to walk down. No way. Good boy. Good boy. Let's see. Nobody reached out to me. Apart from one person. Rion, a cow. Because she was a nut. I'll be real, she was crazy. Let's see. Why is Rion dead? Well, I and these jerks and Asaki are alive. These jerks. Okay, I'll admit. Once again, the one taking a picture, that's crazy. If you do that when you see something suspicious, wild. But is that a jerk thing to do? If you say, I guess because maybe you could, but like, I'm not trying to be a witness, dog. Like, I guess that is selfish. But like, comparing civilians who see a dangerous situation and walk away from it to the guy who is like actually terrible, like that's how I know you're nuts, bro. Because there's no comparison, dog. Except for maybe this woman right here and Asagi, yeah, they're pretty much on the same level. Honestly, she may be a little bit more evil. Let's see. Where are the people Rion wanted to protect in this world? I think they're right there, bro. Like, dude. But you know what that explains is it explains his lack of regard for human life later. Because like, why was someone so focused on, like, last chapter highlights a lot how Uzuki didn't even like taking life like at all. He was like, Rion, don't do that. Rion, that's bad. Rion, what are you doing? You're still executing people. That's bad, Rion. Don't do that. To now current Uzuki where he's like, I don't care. All because, but bro, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can agree with that. I don't think I agree with that. But once again, I guess maybe that's the problem. The fact that I don't agree with that. And the fact that if I was in that exact same situation, I wouldn't also not interact with the guy who has a whole spot of blood where his heart would be, implying he'd been shot by somebody, and I don't want to see that. But what would you guys do? Once again, I asked last review, what would you guys do in the scenario where you're dealing with brain, where you're in Rion's position and you can choose to either go back to your regular life or take the risk and go on the run and possibly get yourself executed, or at least put on the JA hit list. What would you do if you were a civilian in Uzuki's scenario? Where you just see a man you have no context for, no history for, stumbling down the street, coughing up blood with a clear sign of some sort of grievous stab wound. What are you doing? The most generous thing I would do is call an ambulance. But even then, I may have to do it from a payphone or something. Because once again, because the main thing I'd be worried about, and I think that's what this guy's worried about, and what this guy's worried about, and what this guy who's not even remotely looking is worried about. Actually, you can see it in the corner of his eye. You be like, you're top sus. Well, maybe not top suspect, but you were like immediately involved in that. No matter what. No matter what, if you call in somebody got banged, and you need to stay there and wait to make sure they're okay when they get in the ambulance, like, they're going to be like, hey, buddy, come with me. So you found him here? So what's your name? Where'd you come from? Do you know this guy? Oh, you don't know this guy. Like I don't know. Once again, it's the overthinking in me. But I feel like the domino effects would do crazy for me. But what would you guys do? Let me know down below. Let's see. Enough. I don't care what happens to this world. Oh, okay. So yeah, he just wants to destroy it all. Ah. Man, now this is really reminding me of another very popular character with a very specific backstory that lines up very particularly with this. Huh. Small world. Let's see. Okay. Where have you... Darn. No, what the... Gather all the assassins in this facility. Slaughter this kid. I don't think it's gonna work. I slaughtered them. The Hakamar staff, the JA members stationed there, the office workers, the janitor, 34 people, indiscriminately. Jeez. That's thumbnail material, though. I think I got... Let's see, unless something else crazy pops off. That's thumbnail 1. That's thumbnail 2. We got 2 thumbnails. And then, I don't know what face selection. I'll probably... Hold on. I'll probably do something along the lines of, like... In the thumbnail. Like, I'll probably do something like this. I don't know how this will crop, though. I'll do something like this in the thumbnail. With me directly in the middle. And I'm going to have a struggle trying to figure out how to space it properly. If you wonder how the thumbnails are made. It's literally, y'all know though. I always mention, like, oh, that's thumbnail material. And 9 out of 10, there have been very few times where I've said something's thumbnail material and it doesn't end up in the thumbnail. Let's see. Gaku, Haruma, Kubun, Gozu. Gozu. I know there's that one guy. Gozu. Sakamoto days. I think those 2 are new characters. So we got new order members and new orphanage. Oh, wait, maybe not. Is Gozu a character? No. Okay. Freshly here. And 10Q. All right. New characters. New plot. Gaku, Haruma, Kumanomi, Gozu. 10Q. I'm back. Karma won't weigh us down. We have no responsibility for who we kill. That's wrong, but sure. Go ahead, take that lesson away. That's a whole panel, though. But yeah, but we aren't... Okay, so we aren't going to see these characters. Okay, so at least... So, I'll admit... Man, I wish Gaku was still around. Like, I loved Haruma, and I definitely would have taken Haruma, but I would have just sacked Haruma. Man, Gaku. He... Like, once again, I'll give it time. But there's a video, I think Scruple made it, talking about how Gaku technically isn't the new Jogo. But if he really did get got by Sakamoto, and he's just done, he's the new Jogo. Like, not legally speaking, because technically he is much higher rated in the verse, generally, than Jogo ever was. But, like, he's the Jogo. 0 dubs to his name, all losses, and then died. And he did go up against the two of the strongest characters in the verse, though. So once again, it's a very similar situation to Jogo, which is what I'll talk about in this own video. Schmoovin. We simply swore to destroy everything. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I don't care. So, but see, in that case, y'all kind of suck at it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all kind of suck at it. But, alright. So, interesting. Rion's personality, seeming enough... I mean, if it manifested, it didn't manifest here. Like, he's still using his fighting style. Except it's obviously a lot less restrained. But that's still, as far as I know, that's still Uzuki. That's still K. And honestly, I get he went to the orphanage to free them, but like, dude... You don't know where your brother's at? You can't track him down and immediately fight him yourself? You scared, little bro? Is you scared, little bro? But overall. W chapter. I'll admit, I do like the chapter. Once again, realistically, Rion's not that sounds so bad. Rion's not really a character. Rion is a setup device for other characters. She's sort of like a... That's a spoiler, so I won't go into it. There's a specific manga I'm thinking of where there's another character who affects specifically four major characters in the narrative with their death. But that's what Rion's character is. So it makes sense that we didn't extrapolate too much on that, and more so use this chapter as a background and setup for Uzuki's mindset, and fully explain the absolute destruction that is the Slur persona, and why Uzuki thinks the way he does. Because he was not just abandoned and tricked and beguiled and used by those in the assassin world, and then proceeded to lose the only person who ever reached out for him and cared, by his own hands, no less, by the people in the assassin world, but the real world didn't even care about him. Like the world that supposedly he's fighting to protect or something like that. The real world didn't care. If anything, they mocked him. So overall, he just found no value in anything. Except for those who he viewed as family. And that's it. So he's going to destroy everything. Calm W chapter. Sure hope. Let me not spoil. I'm not going to spoil. I'm not going to go through that. But overall, a very, very W chapter. If you made it all the way to the end of this review, please leave hollow heart. Leave hollow, as in like the things from Bleach. Hollow as in like a hole. Why did I say the things from Bleach? Hollow and then heart as in like Kingdom Hearts in the comment section down below. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to hit that little notification bell so you not miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. You things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks will include the live reactions to every other series I review, ad-free variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 Patreon or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below where you can drop 5 beans for a short video, 25 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to thank you to our $3 members, Zena, Greyhound, Astro, Eternal Flame, NMA, Real Rare, G Prosper, Red Wolf 4765, and Paris Arnold. I'd like to give another big ol' thank you to our $5 patrons, Sean, Sammy, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin Encarnacion, Josh Brown, and A+A. And I'd like to give a great big thank you to our $7 members, Autumn Mornings Lazo, Fine, and That Guy. And I'd like to give a great big thank you to our $10 members, Robbie Uchiha, Jay Warrior, and Akid's Void. And I'd like to give big, hefty, juicy thank yous to our $10 patrons, Panda Goat, Michael Williamson, Metal Solid Crisis, Joaquin Munoz, and Idem Okami. And I'd like to give the biggest, juiciest, meatiest, sloppiest, and heftiest thank you of them all to our $25 patron, Calvin Elder.